They fired me effective immediately. The new female VP said, barely looking up from her designer portfolio, "Hand over the logistics system. All of it." I smiled calmly. "I'm afraid I cannot. It's not yours to own." I'd spent 3 years building that system from scratch for a mid-size freight company. Not off-the-shelf software, custom routing algorithms, real-time GPS sync, signal coordination tied into city infrastructure. 90,000 lines of code I personally wrote and tested. I started it the week my daughter was born. I'd work until 2 a.m., drive home, hold her for an hour, then go back. The contract was airtight. They paid a monthly licensing fee for operational access. I retained full ownership of the code, architecture, and infrastructure. The operations director who hired me, Bobby, understood it completely. He'd been in logistics his whole career and knew the difference between using a tool and owning one. Bobby retired 18 months ago. 3 weeks later, she walked in. New VP, fresh MBA, designer, everything. Her first email wasn't an introduction. It was a vendor review notice. My invoice hadn't changed in 2 years, but she saw a line item and assumed there was fat to cut. I replied with the contract and performance metrics. 0 missed delivery windows over 36 months. Perfect compliance scores. Didn't matter. A week later, she requested a full copy of the system for internal evaluation. I knew exactly what that meant. She thought the software was the system. She had no idea the actual engine was a hardware panel in my home office, running on circuits I'd soldered by hand. The termination email came 4 days later. 2 sentences. Effective immediately. Please provide all files. I sent exactly what she was legally entitled to. The dashboard layer, clean screenshots, workflow diagrams. A polished document that looked comprehensive and meant nothing without the infrastructure behind it. She scheduled a handoff call. Joined late. Bobby wasn't on it. She used phrases like transitioning operational frameworks internally. I told her she wasn't licensed to access the core infrastructure. She said they'd paid for development, so it was their property. I quoted section 4 back to her word for word and watched the confidence leave her face. The call ended without resolution. Send the files by end of business, she said. I did exactly that. Tuesday, 2:51 p.m. I'm at a diner 2 miles away. Black coffee, laptop open. 43 trucks on live route data. 18 docks, cycling assignments, everything green. At 2:53, I toggled the master relay. The map froze. Every indicator went gray. No alarms, no errors. I designed it to fail quietly. Their dashboards would still show cached green data. Everything would look normal while nothing actually communicated with anything else. I ordered a refill. 8 minutes of silence. Then 17 missed calls in 4 minutes. Then her number. I let it ring. Her text came at 3:06. System is down. We need credentials. Now. I put my phone face down. By 4 p.m., the log showed 43 trucks on stale data, 11 dock conflicts across their network, traffic backing up at 6 intersections where my signal timing had frozen, dispatchers issuing instructions that contradicted each other, compliance dashboard still green, still pulling cached numbers. They were trying to drive using a photograph of the steering wheel. Legal sent a red-flagged email at 4:22. Critical failure. Compliance at risk. Please respond immediately. I opened a blank document instead. Emergency restoration proposal. Wire transfer only. Full payment before reactivation. Rate 2.5x monthly. Full written acknowledgement of IP ownership. I sent it to her, legal, and the ops director, and waited. The emergency call came at 4:47. She was there, but wasn't running it. A senior VP opened with his tie loosened, 2 hours deep in damage control. Legal counsel beside him. The ops director, former Navy, exhausted, unsurprised. She was in the corner of the screen. Small window, muted. Flexible payment terms. Wire transfer, full amount before I touch anything. Restoration timeline, 20 minutes. 6 minutes in a breakout room. When they came back, the transfer was initiating. 22 minutes later, my banking app chimed. I drove home and flipped a switch. Every node lit green in 40 seconds. Back on the call. System is operational. The senior VP said they appreciated the rapid response. I said I didn't do it rapidly. I did it according to the terms they agreed to. Nobody said anything. 2 weeks later, new email, different sender. A VP brought in to clean this up without mentioning her name. 3-year exclusive contract, enhanced rate, full IP acknowledgement on page 1. I drafted it with tighter clauses than anything I'd written before. No gray areas. They signed every line exactly as written. Her name wasn't on the signature page,